The biggest change in ACCA since 2016 has been announced today. So there are two major changes that I think are important for anybody listening or thinking about taking ACCA up in the future. And I'll also, of course, quickly discuss about anybody who is thinking about pursuing ACCA today. Let's first complete the changes. Part 1. Instead of 13 ACCA exams that you need to give today, it is now 11 exams which a student has to give. As you can see on the screen, it is now split into knowledge level, which has financial accounting, management accounting, and business law. For those who understand the existing ACCA structure, earlier in the knowledge level, business and technology was part of it, which is now eliminated, and business law, which was part of skill level, has now been added to knowledge level. The skill level itself has been renamed to expertise level. And here now there are 5 subjects, unlike the earlier 6 subjects. The 5 subjects are the same as the earlier skill level. It is taxation, financial reporting, audit, finance and investment, which is financial management, and performance with data analytics, which is basically a substitute of performance management. However, all of these have been upgraded to include the latest changes in the global market, such as sustainability, such as technology, such as AI, such as data analysis, so that you are more and more cutting edge when it comes to being employable. Finally, you reach the professional level, which is now called strategic professional level. And here is again a major change when it comes to the exam pattern. Earlier, the professional level had 4 exams, 2 were essential, and the other 2 you had to choose out of 4. Now this entire thing has changed. In the entire strategic professional level, you have to only give 3 exams. The 2 essentials have remained the same, except that strategic business reporting has now become business and sustainability reporting. And SBL, strategic business leader, has remained the same. However, the advantage is that instead of giving 2 out of 4, you now give 1 out of 5 exams. The 5 exams you can choose from are again similar to the past. There is essentially advanced taxation, advanced audit, advanced performance management, advanced financial management, all with names changed. And they've added a 5th optional paper, which is data science professional. So that once again at the final level, you can just complete the 2 essential and even take up data science as your final 3rd paper. This covers the 11 papers between the 3 levels, and there is an additional sort of a major change that has come up, which is under the form of essential employability modules. Now, quickly let me tell you what this means. Earlier, there was only one module that was mandatory by the ACCA, which was falling under PER, which was your EPSM, the ethics module. Ethics module worked in such a way that when you had to give it before you were entitled to ACCA membership, you were given the ethics module, but you had to, and the way you would give it is you would online, you would attempt this, you would read the module that they've given and then answer questions, and you have to keep answering them till you pass. This was a paid module and it is mandatory as of date. In the new regime, what they are saying is that after each level, as you can see on the screen, you will have now another essential module. So after you complete the 3 knowledge level papers, you need to give responsible business management as an essential module, similar to the ethics module. You'll appear for it online, you'll have questions, you have to repeatedly answer till you clear, and it will be a paid module. However, what the amount is, we will be told after a while. Similarly, how in-depth and how tedious it is, that also we'll get to know. However, the advantage is that this will all include, again, aspects of technology, AI, etc., to make sure that as an ACCA student, you are not just theoretically passing exams, but you are also at the top of the world when it comes to what is the real change that is happening at a global level. Similarly, after you complete the 5 expertise level papers, you have digital tech and innovation as the next module. And then at the strategic professional level, you then have ethical, sustainable leadership as the module. All of these 3 modules are mandatory. You cannot move on to the next paper without completing these. All of these will be paid. All of these will be online. But it is introduced to turn all of us as ACCA students or members as more job ready in the market. Finally, after you complete knowledge level, the papers and the EEMs, you get something called as a higher diploma in accounting and business. Earlier, this was just a diploma in accounting and business. When you complete expertise level, you are given the advanced diploma in accounting and business, similar to the past. And of course, after you complete strategic professional papers, you become an ACCA affiliate. Remember guys, the PER aspect is still currently the way it is. In fact, there's one more addition here. Earlier in PER, you need to work for 36 months. And that's 3 years, and then you get the ACCA membership. Now, there's an option for many of us. You don't work for 36 months, you work for 30 months. And then instead of that extra 6 months, you give an additional module that they will again tell us after a while. This is also paid, and it will be extensive to sort of, counter the work effort of 6 months. But as the information comes, of course, we'll be sharing this with you guys, and it might just make sense for many of us to take it up. So, long story short, guys, the entire 13 papers has now become 11, and there is an introduction of essential modules, employability modules. That is the new change. Any other change that will come, how expensive this will be, how tedious this will be, we'll share it soon. All of this is not going to happen today, of course. It's going to happen in 2027, and more details are going to be revealed over the next few months by the ACCA themselves. Now, if you are also a student who is either just taken up ACCA or is contemplating taking up ACCA or might even take it up next year, and you hear this and you're saying, oh, might as well avoid 13 papers, or oh my God, why am I taking the 13 paper effort? I should directly take the 11 paper effort. Let me tell you quickly a couple of things. It's not the right, I don't suggest that it's the best way to start planning your ACCA journey. If you take up the 13 paper journey today, first of all, the chances that you will be at the final level by the time these new changes apply are significantly high. So you might as well complete these 13 papers. Even after the introduction of this, you will still be ahead of the curve. If you're thinking about taking it next year, the more information that comes about ACCA, we'll also hopefully be told that if you start the 13 paper journey now, and in 2027, let's say you're done only halfway, how do you transition into the 11 paper module? So if you're thinking about doing ACCA in the coming year, you will have enough information that we will be able to guide you whether it's the right approach or not. But for now, guys, this is more for future students, somebody who probably is in grade 10 right now, somebody who's probably thinking about taking it up later. But for the rest, watch all the other videos that talk about how ACCA is today. Last and foremost, I'm going to be making another video on this where ACCA has also made changes to the foundation level. However, 99% of students have never taken up the foundation level, so I don't want to complicate it with this video. We'll make that in the next one. As always, for any other ACCA news and updates, as well as a lot of counseling and information, subscribe and like this video if you found any value in it.